Let's talk about a game that should actually have been way better. Watch Dogs Legion had a very interesting core concept, that of building a grassroots resistance in a dystopian London. In theory, this could have made for a super cool story. In practice, however, the execution left a lot to be desired. The game did fulfill the promise that anyone was able to be recruited, and any of these recruits could bring some special skills to the table. But unlike the first two games, the player gets to pick what character they would like to play as. Kinda cool, right? Wrong. The choice means essentially nothing. There is basically no progression of the playable characters. Legion works a bit like a chessboard, with much of the game's imagery reflecting that. Most everyone you recruit into DedSec is a pawn with very little, if any, real combat or hacking ability. Special characters can be unlocked as a reward for certain missions or milestones, but these are rare and often difficult. Now, in a way, this is actually a really cool concept. However, this is not an RTS game, or even an action RPG where you have a party that can still act somewhat independently. Each of your pawns must be controlled by you, in real time, to get anything done. It's cool that they carry on about their lives in the game world when they aren't needed for missions, but I'm trying to build a resistance here, not cosplay as Agent Smith. I'm not even going to get into the story, which wasn't bad by any means, just because it gets overshadowed by always having to locate the right person for the job. If you need a specific skill and none of your pawns currently has it, it could take a lot of menial searching to find someone who does. Overall, this game is pretty to look at and did have a few good ideas, but it doesn't compare to the first two in my opinion.